Okay, students are joining in. Let them join in. I'll be starting in 1 minute, maybe. Time, yes. Okay, let's start the class. Right. Okay. Okay, students, hope my microphone is clear enough and you are listening. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Okay. Now, last class, I was showing you, I think mainly two things I was showing you last class. මොන්ටසූරි ළමයිනුත් ඉන්නවද මේකේ? එහෙමද? Maybe, right? Okay, fine. Right, students, last week I showed you how to create time remapping. We learned about time remapping, which means you can make clips into slow motion and you can make clips into fast moving clips, like fast forwarding clips, which are all useful in different types of editing environments or in different type of look and feels when you want to create them. Okay. And the last part of the lesson we were doing the how to add text. I don't know whether we had enough time to do everything in text, but I was showing you some parts, how to do the text part, how to add the text and how to work with that. We will learn further things about that today. And let's uh, let's see from there what else we could do. Right. So if you go to your project, right? So if you go to the project, you can see this is what I discussed last class, and this seems to not have any folders, right? And there are no text also here, right? I like to have text inside a folder like this, so it's easy to manage the things. So you create like that, and you can simply say titles, and you can go inside that bin or folder, and you can create all the titles here. Now, when you create titles, there are basically two types of titles you can create. One is the what do you call legacy titles, right? So these been used in the old days editing. These have been used, and it's very convenient and it's very simple for us to work on the projects. And this is not having much of any animation and those kind of things. It doesn't have much of an effect, right? It's like basic text, right? So if you want animate and all, you can do it, no problem. So what we're going to do is we can open the legacy text title like this, and you can type the value here. You should give a proper name here, right? Let's say main title. Last week I showed you this, right? So I'm just showing you very quickly to get a start only. Main title. And we will get into an environment like this where we will be able to work on it. I think I got this thing detached. Okay. This one was missing from last week, right? That's why I just wanted to show you. Those are some text presets. And please remember, a lot of memory is consumed for this. So a lot of memory is consumed for this. So I told you, if you open this window and keep it like this, and if you try to play this, your computer might stuck. Okay, so make sure that you don't do something like that, right? Now what we're going to do is we can type a text wherever you want. You can keep the slider. So text can appear wherever you want, right? And what you do is you simply choose the text tool like this. And if you want horizontal text, vertical text, you can choose this tool. I'm keeping extremely simple. I'm just going to do this type tool and you can start typing, right? Let's say vacation time, right? So, did I make a mistake? Didn't come. It doesn't matter. You can see it's not very visible. After I finish typing, I can use this selection tool, and I can move it wherever I want. And please remember, these two boxes inside the frame are known as the safety lines or safety grids that you have. If you don't like, you can turn them off, right? But it's a good idea to have them there. Right now, what you do is after you do this, right? After you do that, this one was not there last week, so we can do that. Before going to that, because I can remember last week, time was not enough, so I was quickly showing this one last week. That's why I just wanted to show you. I'm not pretty sure how many of you are practicing Premiere Pro along with me. Can you please raise your hands? Any of you? Can you please raise your hand? For video editing, of course, today is the 9th class going on, which means we are spending around 9th hour. For video editing, plenty of time is left, okay? 16 hours means plenty of hours left. We can learn a lot more. So please remember, so how many of you are practicing in Premiere Pro? Can you raise your hand, please? Just to say, now there are 20 students here, except for the host. So 19 students. Can anybody raise your hand, please, if you are practicing at home using Premiere Pro software? At least one person. එක්කෙනෙක් හරි ඉන්නවද Premiere Pro එකේ practice කරන කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද? Premiere Pro ல practice பண்ற யாராவது இருக்கீங்களா? அப்ப சும்மா பார்த்து கொண்டு தான் இருக்கீங்களா lessons? Hmm? So I'm trying to teach you this a little bit detailedly and interestingly for you, how and where you can use these editing things. If you're not practicing, there's no use. Shehan, your mic is unmuted. Tell me, you have anything? No one is practicing. Sulaiha, you are practicing? Premiere Pro?
Yeah,
Practice
yeah, yeah, sir. Oh, sir. I'm starting stage එකේ Sorry, අපේ ගෙදර පොඩ්ඩක් ළමයි.
අවුලන්න. ඔයා practice කරනවා කියන්නේ?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, good. So එක්කෙනෙක් practice කරනවා. අනිත් අය practice කරන්නේ නැහැ එතකොට නේද? Shehan, your mic is on but no sound coming. Excuse me. I can't unmute, sir. Okay, shall I unmute you? Okay, I muted you. Right, now done. හරි එක්කෙනෙක් හරි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරනවා. කවන්නේ අනිත් අය නිකන් බලාගෙන ඉන්න ඇති. එතකොට ඉගෙන ගන්නවා ඇති කියලා හිතමු. Basics ටික. Right, කවන්නේ. Text දාන්නේ මේමයි, right? So you choose this one, then you can change the font family from here. Font properties ටික තියෙනවා. මෙතනින් font එක choose කරලා වෙනස් කරන්න. So whatever the font like you want, you can put it. And if you want, you can make it bold and all the things you can do like this. Using this title properties, you can customize everything, including colors, borders, all the things you can do, right? Right, you can do everything that you like, but you can do a lot of things from there, right? Even you can add a shadow and everything, right? You can see there's a shadow now. Well, if you don't like to do anything of those, right? And if you want to choose from legacy styles are here, which means these are presets like, right? So they are There are, how many you have? Around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this way you have around 12, right? So there you have more than 60 stuff there. So if I choose one, that effect will immediately will be applied to this. That's it. No big deal. See, from there you can do the customization if you want, right? So if you want to start with yellow color text and shadow, harsh shadow like that, that is the way your starting place. Now, if you wish, you can change the color to orange. That's up to you, no problem. Okay, that is possible. But if you click on this, it will give you the default setting, which means that will give you the what do you call presets, right? So it's up to you, right? Which kind of effect you like, whether you want to create from here or whether you want to create from scratch, right? So sometimes this can be a lot of, it can save a lot of time sometimes, right? So if you don't want to waste too much of time, make it only the size. That's it. Nice. It's done. Okay. Those who know learning photography, I don't know how many of you are from this class who is there in my photography class or in my previous photography class. They were my students here. Maybe you should know that in photography also we have something like rule of thirds. We have already learned something called rule of thirds. So if you keep this text in places like that, where a rule of third area, chances are it can get more attention from the person who is looking at it, right? So you can make use of that. That's okay. That's, I just wanted to tell you that, right? Okay. So this is about the text, how you can put them, right? Okay, nice. Let's close this. So our text is ready and you will take the clip wherever you want, where the text should appear. Let's say the text should appear just exactly here. Then what you do is, you click the text, drag and drop it here. Okay. So it comes like this. Now, usually it is about 5 seconds in length. Now it's usually it's in 5 seconds like that. Now the starting is 2 seconds to 2.2. Let's play that and see how long it takes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7.8 point something it coming in. So it's almost 5 seconds, right? So if you don't want it to appear here for 5 seconds, you can reduce it like this. You can reduce it, right? Okay. Now, for a short time period, it will be there. That's gone, right? So we have added a time code there. That's why it is happening like that. That's gone, right? So don't put too distracting type of titles. Put something nice color tones and a small matching fonts and all. So it will look nice. And another one I taught you last class, if you want, you can put a keyframe from here and here, and you can unmute this. Right, so, okay, Yogeshwaran, I think strange sounds are coming. Check your mic. So when you play that, look at the text here. It appears slowly and it disappears also slowly. So that is possible for you to do. We did this one last class like that, right? Okay. Nice. This is one thing. And there is another way that you can add text to your screen. So we will learn that one also. After that, we will learn another lesson today, which is, I think time will be enough. We can learn about color corrections, right? So let's learn about the color corrections. So using color corrections, you can set the mood of the movie which you are making, right? So there are different genres, gene or genre, they say, right? That's how you pronounce it. So when you go to a type of a movie, you have thriller movies, horror movies, romantic movies, dramas, right? Comedy, action. There are different categories available, right? Documentary, biography, a lot of types of movies are there. So if you take certain movies like horror movies, and sad type of movies, like I don't know whether you have a category like sad, but if you take movies like especially horror movies and all, you set a very dark tone and you use colors like bluish color and those kind of tones will be there. Color correction you do. You don't use warm color tones for horror movies and movies like that. Okay, so you need to make sure you understand that color tones as well. So when you're doing your editing, it will give you that look and feel, and it will set the mood of the viewers who are looking at it, right? Okay, let's take a look at it now. Before we go for color correction, let's see how we can add different types of titles. Okay, and I want to show you one more thing. Let's say if you want to make the same title appear in another place, for example, let's say you say please subscribe to my channel, right? So you say in this place it says please subscribe. Okay, we will take this vacation off, right? Let's type that one into subscribe, right? Or else I'll show you the trick first, then we will do the editing, right? Now when title is here, you can select it and you can hold down the alt key, O-A-L-T, alt key, hold down the alt key and just drag it, and you will get a duplicate copy of that, whatever the clip or the title or whatever you have image. It will have a clip like that. It will be another one. You can see inside my titles bin, I have a copy of that. It says main title copy, right? So it's simply, you can rename this one. Let's say subscribe. Okay, let's say subscribe. Nice. Now what I'm going to do is I will double click this one. Now I keep it there. I will double click that. And this is what the text looks like. I just don't want to say vacation time. I want to say subscribe. Okay, subscribe. No, okay, like this. Nothing else. That's it. Now, if you play this, now same thing goes there. Vacation time, it says. Sometime it plays. Then the right time comes, it says subscribe. Okay. Or if it is a episode that you're playing, and this is the last part of the video, and you say to be continued. To be continued, right? So put like that. You can release a short movie, like you make a movie and you can put around 4 episodes. You can release it, right? So there you go, the first one, and when it is ending, it says to be continued. You can use it in a way that you are very much, it is useful. So make sure your final assignment when you're doing, I really want to see proper text used in your project, and the project text should be very explanatory, which means it should explain, or it should be meaningful to the video clip as well, right? So okay, that is enough of talking, right? So we did a lot of text, how to create. I will delete this. Okay, if I want, I can take it back. It's there, right? I will delete one here. Okay, now we're going to do one more thing, which is going to be, right? So let this clip be there, because this clip can be played really fast. That's what I like this one. I think I have added effect here. Time code effect, I think I have added. Anyways, right, okay, yeah. Let's go here, right? There's a thing here called window menu, and there's an option called essential graphics. Okay, essential graphics. You can open this. It takes some time. Okay, in my computer I have 16 GB RAM, and this is i5 machine, 3rd generation, I think. Oh, i3 5th generation, can't remember exactly. And it has 16 GB RAM, but still this is how it works. Sorry about that, right? Okay. Right. We will keep it like this. So if it is undocked, it's easy for me, right? So these type of tiles are available, right? So it says angled coming up, right? So you can choose this one, and you can go to edit, and I think it should show up. It's not showing up. we want to see the preview. That's what I'm trying to show you, the preview. There are certain ones that they are nice ones. I formatted my computer, so I had some third-party ones installed earlier. Let me try something which I can get something. If I can put one, that will be enough for you to have an idea. Let's try this clip. Okay, gaming logo loop. Okay, right. So, or we can put something interesting here. Right. Let's put this. It's not going to match our video anyway. Or you can put this one. So these are already pre-made ones. It says modern title. Let's try this one. It's easy, right? Let's try double click that. So when we double click that, it shouldn't come. Modern title, right? Let me drag and drop that. See, I'm dragging and dropping it. Depending on the performance of your computer, it'll take less or more time. So it's coming. Sometimes it'll say some fonts are missing and etc. etc. Right. So once you have taken this one, you can place it wherever you want. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to mess this thing up first. Let's play this. And you can see, right. So it says the title comes and it says episode number also comes. I don't want it to appear here. I want to appear here. So we can totally customize it, no problem, right? That animation and everything is already there. Okay. So if you want to take it to a different place, just double click. Don't click and drag pieces. Okay. Now, if you drag and drop the pieces here, things will not properly work. See, I messed it up, right? So I strongly recommend that. Right. I strongly recommend that you double click. Now this layer is selected. Now see, this is selected. This is selected. Then double click here. Right. That will bring the resizing handles. If you want, you can make it smaller. See, I don't want to do that. Right. I can now click and drag. Okay. 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 There's a small request. Fahmia, I think the student who asked a doubt in the Python class. Are you there? In the class இருக்கீங்களா? Are you there? Now, Miss, I think Sulaiha is willing to help you. She's saying she can help you with the recordings. If you are there, please contact. So, otherwise, Sulaiha, you do it like this. Okay. The other person, please contact next week. Please remind me, Sulaiha. Then I will ask her to get it from you. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. Right. So you can click here and you can move it to the place where this should appear, right? Okay. You can keep it there where you want. The other thing is, now when you want to do editing, right? When you want to do editing, you double click that. I'm sorry, not double click that. You should go to your same panel, right? Essential graphics. And when you choose this one, it should take you to the edit part here, right? Select that. You can go to the edit part. I will make this one a little bit maximized. So you'll be able to see that. Only thing is, if you have a dual screen, it's easy. I have a dual screen anyway. 24-inch, 2 monitors I have, so I can shift it to this, but I have shared only one screen with you. So if I take this one to the other screen, you can't see. So I'm going to keep this one here. I'm going to do it, but let me make this one smaller for you so you can at least see what's happening. Right, I will do the changes here. You will be able to see some changes here. First of all, I don't like the color, so let's try whether we can change the colors. You can see it says fill color is this kind of a light kind of a blue. Let's click on that. Let's put a vibrant orange type of a color, whether it is right now. It's okay, not bad, right? Okay. And whether you like a shadow, yes, there is a shadow. If you don't like the shadow, you can turn it off. It's gone. Okay. So if you want the shadow back, you can put that back, right? So I don't like the shadow. I'll take it off. And if you want, you can put a stroke. Stroke means a line outside your text. That is possible. You don't see that very clearly, do you? Right. So let me show you that. So this is what we're talking about. Right. Let me add a stroke there. Now, if I put a white color stroke, it's coming. It's not very good, but it's coming. You can increase this stroke. Now see that like that. You can edit it. I strongly recommend not to mess this thing up, right? Okay, I don't want it like that. Right, leave it. Well, when you go down, you should be able to see the other parts as well, right? So there's an other outside. This is also there, right? So it's a clip, it says, and we should be able to find the settings of that, and we should be able to change the colors and things like that, right? Only the text is given. So episode, when I choose, it's giving me the settings, right? See, again, the text color is blue, right? I don't like blue. Let's put this time red. So episode is in red, and I want the background color of that. Let's see whether we can fix that. Fill color is that, and there's an object behind it, and that color is fill is white. Let's change that to black and see what happens. So it looks like now this, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is you can keep on customizing them, right? You can keep on customizing them. See, let's fit that. Let me play this once again, right? Watch this. Now this time it comes in the color that you set, right? But that animation and things which is there automatically coming and disappearing, it is there. You can very simply take it. Hope you understood that, right? Okay, that is about essential graphics, how to add titles, right? Let's delete that. Let's put a different type of title and see. So there are some certain things. These are from Adobe stock. Don't know whether they will allow us to take these things, because if it is, yeah, I think there's a dollar sign is displayed. Cinematic titles. Let's try that. Don't know whether you can try that. In between, if something happens, the computer crashes, we all are in trouble. So I don't want that to happen anyways. I think something is coming, but license Adobe stock templates, continue to the Adobe stock website to purchase a license or subscription. No, cancel. Okay, you have to pay and get that, right? Okay. So don't forget about that. Let's use something down here, which is coming with the tool. One or two I just want to show you, then only you can use them in projects. Let's use this one. That's cool. Kind of a cool. Let's add this. It says loading motion graphics templates. Just leave it, give it a few seconds, let it load. Don't cancel it. It will load. Right, once that's done, you can now here it says something is not found. I think a font is not found. It's okay. It will use a default font. Turn this thing off. I like to, it's a bit lengthy anyways. Right, let's keep it here. Let's play the original one and see how it looks. Okay, something wrong. I don't like it. Okay, it's a bit big, right? So we put it over here. This is good for some kind of a sports and all. And you should understand, while it is playing, quality is very less, because it says what is the quality you want to show. You can keep it to very less to save your computer's processing power. So when it is playing, it will be taking very less quality it shows. Even if you can put it to 1/8, that is also cool. because this is when you pause, it'll show you the full resolution or full quality it'll show. Anyways, you can see this, what we have added here, it is too big, right? So we can customize these things. That's the beauty of it. You just go to window, then go to essential graphics and choose this thing and start editing, right? Okay, that's what you should do. I don't know whether you can again see this. Let me put it over here. Now it's okay. It says Coach Adobe, it says. So I can remove this. Instead of Coach Adobe, let's type video editing. If I type video editing and if I click outside, and it changes to that. And this is MVP of the game. So we'll type, let's say, no shortcuts to success, right? So let's type like that. So that's another line. I don't know whether it matches there. Adobe Store, here that part also I can change. It says Adobe Store Sports. Let's change that. Let's say video, and next line we'll say editing. It's a kind of a quad, right? Let's say video edit. That's much better. Okay, I think those yellow color bars and all you can change. Yes, the yellow color highlight color. Let's try to change that and see whether we can get a neon blue. We should, yeah, see, that is possible. And here there is another orange color bar is there. That's also you can change. I like to change it to the same color. There we go. That's how you do it. And this ash colors and all, if you really want to change them, please go ahead and do that. No problem, right? Okay, that's just an idea for you how you can take Essential Graphics. It is there in Premiere Pro. You go to window menu and choose Essential Graphics, and you can add something nice and you can work with that. I would love to see this one in your final assignments, right? So very sorry to say that in the previous batch also, I don't know whether everybody did it. Most of the students just downloaded some clips from YouTube, added some text to that, maybe 1 or 2 effects. That's it. That's how they did it. Adobe templates, one person is saying, Nifraz is saying there are some free ones available. Let's try. You mean Adobe stock or templates? My templates or here, these ones. Nifraz, can you comment on that, please? You are referring to this one, Buddha? Are you referring to this one? Free ones? Stock. Okay, Adobe stock. How do I find free? Okay, I can select free. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Because I'm in the explaining mode, I didn't see that. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let's add one from there. This, excuse me, if you have time, you can do it. Looks nice, right? So if something suits you, just add them, right? Let's try this one and see whether it works. Okay, that is, I don't want this now. Let's play. Yes, it works. Cool, right? Yeah. That's also possible, right? Thank you. Right. Likewise, third-party ones you can download and put also. Right. So you are allowed to use these things in your project, right? What I don't like is you just take some video clips which is already there in YouTube, download that. It's already nicely there, nothing much to edit. Put some text over that and a music and all, then they submit. So I'm not going to give marks for that a lot, right? So please make sure that you do it very properly and get something decent done, right? Okay. So that is enough of this text and what do you call this essential graphics. let's a little bit learn how we can do color corrections, right? I'm not going to go too deep into that. Color corrections, right? So if you take we say color grading or color correction. So you can get different kind of color gradings, right? So we will take few of the color gradings, 1 or 2, and you will ultimately quickly get the idea. And they say how color grading brings your film to life, etc., right? So how this was shot in real footage and how after this is edited. I hope you would have watched this movie, Gladiator. It's a wonderful movie. You should have watched this one, right? It's a superb piece of movie. So 300 movie, don't know whether you have watched that movie as well. That's also very nice, full of graphics. So here, very nice color gradings are there, right? So we will do 1 or 2. That's a Matrix movie. You know, there's a green color tone is there. Original versus the color correction one or color graded one. Take some examples, good ones, right? Sometimes you will be able to download presets as well, right? So for artistic type of shots, you can take these kind of, this is Photoshop anyway. Take a look at them, please. All right, so let's try doing some color corrections, basic ones, right? Okay. Let's bring in a footage, right? So this footage, you can see here, it has like a reddish tone on it. Don't know whether you can very clearly see in my window. I will put it in full screen. You can see that it's a kind of like in a shadow place it's been taken. We can fix this, right? I don't want to fix this because it's a 4K video, right? So let's get rid of that. I'll do like this. I'll delete everything, right? I'll delete everything from here, and I'll delete everything from the footage as well. Everything gone now. Let's bring some new clips there and let's do it. This footage is nothing much to color correct in this, unless you want to change the mode, right? Okay. This is a nice clip, right? There should be a clip. I don't know that clip is not very lengthy. Okay, this is a small, the camera is panned, or it's just moving through a street like. Okay, that's good, right? Let's take this one and let's try some color correction to this and we'll see how it works. Right click on the footage and select new sequence from clip. There we go, we get it. I don't want the sound. Right click on that. Okay, unlink. So already unlinked, delete that. Right. Now when you want to do the color correction, I would recommend it like this. Rather than doing the real color correction to the clip itself, there is a way you can do it. You can add something called an adjustment layer, right? You can add an adjustment layer, and to the adjustment layer, you can do the color correction. So you will be able to see that in your footage, right? Let's try that one first. Let's go here. Effects. Okay, we can go to the effects, no problem. And I like to go to, well, file new. Before that, project. Right click, new item. See, new item, adjustment layer. Okay, now I get adjustment layer here. right? So let's say okay. I can drag and drop it over here, right? And if this should work till the end of the clip, you can have it like this. I'm going to leave it halfway, so you can see half of the clip color graded and the rest of the half not color graded. So let's select this one. Now you go to effects. You can find it from here. If you don't find the effects from here, go to window menu and choose effects, right? So you will be able to get it. So it's already there. You go to effects, right? And you can go to color correction. When you type color, now you can, there is a section. There is a section called video effects. Under that, it says color correction. There are a lot of methods available. It says change color to channel mixer, color balance. So I like to do this one with let's try with this fast color corrector, right? RGB color corrector is also there. Let's try with this one, how it's going to work, right? So I haven't added anything yet. I'm going to drag and drop to the adjustment layer, okay? So it doesn't have any settings to that. That is why nothing changed, right? Let's leave it like this. Now what you should do is you should go to effects control after adding an effect. If you want to customize it, you always go to effect controls. Now there we go. You can see this is the so you can see fast color corrector. It shows last week also I showed you. You can add a mask, which means only to that area the color correction will take place. Other parts will not be there. And what is the output? It says composite or Luma, right? Let's keep it composite. Composite means the final output, like you can see. Horizontal. Now I'm not going to have a split view. If you put it to split view, what will happen is half of the thing, half of it will be color corrected. The half of will show the original one, right? So you can put it like that. Split, it says horizontal. Minimum, I think, vertical. Right now it's vertical. Let's change the white balance. I will tell you what is white balance also. Let's click on that. Let's click on this. This is it. This is called the white. That's the white. And after that, hue balance and angle. Let's change the hue. Hue is another name used for color, right? So if I'm going to change this, you will start to see some changes happening in the footage, but only half, because this is the original part and this is the color graded one. So you can what you're trying to achieve, you can simply achieve. Let's say this is shot in a desert area, like, so you can put more like an orange type of a tone, or it's like in a very cold place it's shot, and you want that kind of an effect. You can try that, right? So I'm not saying this is the best one, right? Just quickly showing you how it can be done. And further, if you come up here, if you say show split view, if you turn off this, then the effect will be added to the entire clip. And if you really want that, you can have it like this, or you can keep it horizontal also, which means top part is color corrected, bottom part is not. All right. So I'm not going to have it. I'm going to leave it this. So entire footage will look how in the end, like, oh, the color correction is there. I'm going to do it a little bit overdone, which means too much කරන්න යන්නේ මම. එතකොට ඔයාලට ලේසියෙන් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්, right? Right? So that's a hue part I did. Make it ඒවා කරකවන්න පුළුවන් order, right? So make a gain saturation තියෙනවා මෙතන, right? How strong the colors are. වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්, අඩු කරන්න පුළුවන්. Saturation අඩු කරොත් black and white වගේ වෙනවා. So too much කරන්න එපා. එතකොට too much of color එනවා. Black levels අඩු වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගලන්ට. ඔක්කොම කරන්න පුළුවන් blacks. So nicely you can edit this one, right? So make a edit කර හදන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So හරිද? මේවා try කරලා බලන්න. ආයෙ මෙතන තියෙනවා input levels black අඩු කරන්න මේ වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේක footage එක හොඳට bright කරන්න පුළුවන්. right? උදේ පාන්දර වගේ ගන්න ඕන නැත්නම් මේක ගොඩක් අඳුරේ වගේ ගන්න ඕන. If it is a sand and it is according to the footage, it looks something like that, right? After a war or an earthquake has happened, or it's an abandoned city, like. ඒතර ඒ වගේ ඒවාට දානකොට ඔයගේව දාන්න, right? Okay. ඔය ලංකාවෙත් තියෙනවා නේද අර මේ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියන්නේ ඒවට lakes තියෙනවා නේද සමහර lakes. එතකොට ඒව හදනකොට ඒ ව්‍යාපෘති හදනකොට ඒ ගම් එහෙම යට වෙලා තියෙන. ඒක පන්සල් තියෙනවා, ස්කූල්ස් තියෙනවා, පරණ කඩ එහෙම තියෙනවා, පඩි පෙළ එහෙම තියෙනවා. ඒවා වතුර අඩු වෙන කාලෙට ඔයාලට ගිහිල්ලා ෆුටේජ් එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් ලස්සනට කරන්න පුළුවන් ඩොකියුමන්ට් එකක්. හරිද? මම මේක නිකන් වැලියුස් ටික නිකන් ඇඩ්ජස්ට් කරලා ප්ලේ කරලා පෙන්නනවාට මේක රියල් කලර් කරෙක්ෂන් එක නෙවෙයි කරන්නේ ඈ. right. so එහෙම කරා. ඊට පස්සේ black levels, right, gray levels, white levels මම white level එක ආයෙ වෙනස් කරන්න මේ okay. so you can make the footage very nicely and you can do the adjustments, right? But don't overdo, please don't overdo that, right? okay. so ඒක පරිස්සමෙන් කරන්න ලස්සනට every color correction will not match also, right? so යන්තම් එහෙම touch කරන්න පුළුවන්. okay. so too much is bad, right? so මේ වගේ යන්තම් set කරන්න පුළුවන්. okay. so I think that will be fine for us. okay. දැන් අපි play කරලා බලුවොත් මේක, right? from here ගොඩක් දාලා නෑ නේද? අපි චුට්ටක් වැඩිපුර දාමු. පේනත් එක්ක මෙහෙම තියමු. so this one you can see the color corrected part, and when it is leaving, this is the original one. That is breaking and going because lively it has to render that, and it has to show the color correction part, and it has to preview and give it to you as well. So that is why it's stucking like and going, so it's not very smooth. That's the reason. And I'm using the video streaming also for you because I think Nifras is saying at Digana it is available. But these days, it's raining, so better not to go and take a risk, very dry season, try going. Okay, right. Okay, so that's about the color grading. I am nicely expecting this one in a suitable place of a footage, right? Okay. Now all the techniques are going on. Still, I'm going to teach you some more things, right? So how to create a small short movie, or how to write a short movie, visual storytelling, types of cuts, J cuts, because those parts are a little bit more into theory or the discussion type of thing. I want to keep them to the latter part of the course again. Let's do all the practicals at the beginning first, right? Okay. Well, that's the main thing I just wanted to show you today. First one is text, essential graphics, and how to do the color corrections. Let's try a different type of a color correction option and see whether we can work on this. If you don't like this, just select the thing, delete it, it's gone, right? So there's no color corrections at all now. Let's try a different one now. There's another one called auto color. And let me tell you what do you mean by white balance. Let's type that. Color correction, see whether you have the white balance. Let's put fast color correction again, right? Fast color correction again. And I'll show you what do you mean by white balance, right? Okay. Now, if you take your human eye, our eye can recognize white color even if we are in a shaded colors. Like now, if you put a green color bulb or a yellow color bulb, we can still recognize, though there are some yellow shadings are there, which is white and which is not white, we can recognize, right? That our brain processes that and it does for us. But in a film, or if you are taking a camera, So if you take bad white balance photographs, now if you take this photograph, okay, ultimately this photo is shot. The color temperature is totally wrong. Okay, this photograph, normally human skin will not look like this, right? So we'll save this image. I don't have much time. Let's put it on desktop. Let's bring that footage here. Okay. Now let's put this for, for the time in, I'll remove that clip. Let's add this one here. Okay, it's too small anyways. Sorry. Let's make this, oh, sorry, this footage a little bit big, right? Okay. And what we will do is the color balance is totally out, white balance is totally out. So I'm going to fix that, right? Let's try. Now, I don't have a video clip to do that. That's why I took this footage, right? So all the way, you can see blue is too much. Blue is too much. So we need to find in this environment, if you can actually find, let's say her t-shirt is white. Actually, that is the natural white color. You can do that, right? It says white balance. You click on this and come and click on actual white and see, then the color tone will be corrected. Let's try. No, it didn't help. Now, when I click on a blue or a ash color thing, it is trying to add a lot of yellow color to that. And this is way better than the previous one. Did you see that? Right. So let's say I can't find anything white here actually. So that's the problem. I wish this house, let's try. No. So it gives something, this is the color correction it has done for us. And if it is, we need more of a yellow, you can try increasing, no problem. You can try like that. Okay, so this is from this to this, okay? So I don't know whether this is the original one. Anyway, so this is, if you turn off, now I have turned off the effects and you can see this is how it looks. Once you turn it back, it looks like that. So that is possible. So with just one single click, you can adjust the white balance, right? Nice. So you can correctly white balance these photographs. Otherwise, the photo will look very unrealistic, right? Right. So see, already it is blue. Now, if you put too much of blue, it's not going to work for you, right? If the photo is blue, in order to take away the blue color, what you simply do is you add the opposite color, which is the orange or yellow. The more yellow you add, it will be going away, right? Okay, so that's about the color correction thing, right? So actually, students, when I'm evaluating you, I won't be able to give you sample footages and I want you to color correct it and give me. But this I told you because if you're shooting with your camera, sometimes your white balance settings, if it is not right, you might end up with a blue color footage, or you might end up a footage which is too much reddish or yellowish. Which, okay, right. Okay, so that will mess up the whole thing, right? Okay. So what you do is you better know how to use the white balancing. So we learned three things today. Okay. We learned how to do the text, how to do the essential graphics, and how to do the color correction things, right? So there are other presets, you add them and play with them, means adjust with them and see the realistic looks that you can take. Another one I want you to do, you go to YouTube, you can search for different color corrections modes for different moods of movie, right? You can search that. You can different color correction modes for how filmmakers manipulate our emotions using colors, right? So it's a 3 minutes video. You can watch. I haven't watched it. So this is, I hope you can see this one and listen to as well. Let me share the sound as well. It's worth watching. So let's watch this one and please take a look at it. Different type of movies they are showing and different type of color tones are there, right? Okay, let's take a look at from here.
Instantly tell its genre. Warm red tones for blue, cold tones for horrors, fluorescent greens for sci-fi, yellow tones for film based in the desert, saturated, vibrant red tones for comedies, and for everything else, orange. What emotion are filmmakers trying to lead us towards with this pair of opposing colors? And every other color treatment for that matter.
Okay, so they will show you the things, right?
Book of emotion.
I will do it like this. Let me give you a different footage. I'm extremely sorry for what appeared at the moment, right at the beginning. I'm totally unaware about that, right? Let me find a different video clip and let me share that one with the next class, right? I will show you another video clip, different types of movies. I mean types. Now they are showing, right? And what kind of colors that you can use for that, right? Okay. Right. Okay, this footage is also, you can see there's a problem with this footage. There's too much of yellowish there. So we can fix that too, right? So this is also the same. Sometimes this looks really artistic. It might look nice, but too much of that will kill everything, right? So this is right and this is wrong, right? Correct white balance and incorrect white balance. We'll be learning this one in photography as well. So see, the same thing, right? So these are the color temperatures we say. 5600 is the normal sunlight color. Okay, so when you set it to less number, which is bluish, and when you go hit the high numbers, it is like burnt like. Okay, right. So with the color correction, you can get effects like this. This looks kind of nice anyways. Right. Hope you got an idea about that, right? Okay, that will be enough for today, right? So let's do some other lessons in the next week class, and hopefully we can go to our assignment project work and we can get it done, right? Okay, thank you very much and see you in another class. Take care. See you. Sir, can you give me a mobile number, please? That of course I can give you my email address, not my mobile number there, sorry.